God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for
Fantastic rendition of "Oh Canada" by Skylar Cole earlier on. And we'll be back after this.
There you go again, putting on your own rodeo again. Yeah, you push me out just to flash that smile and last on the year. But I've been here 1,000 times, I don't wanna go again. I've been here 1,000 times, 1,000 and one won't be so bad, 'cause I don't really wanna talk about it. Many times you hurt me so much. Many times you hurt me so much.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, DA. Thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis and Lopez hold down the post for him. Sharing the wing spots, it's Allen and Middleton. And it's Holiday in at the point. And for the Raptors, inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. Sharing the wing spots for them, it'll be Trent Jr. and Anunoby. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. When the middle of the season rolls around, Clark, how much value do you think there is in keeping an eye on the standings, seeing what the other teams are doing?
You know, Kevin, I think it's a balancing act depending on your team and the makeup of your squad, where you are in the standings. In some cases, it could be a powerful motivator, but I don't think it should be something that discourages you. You have to keep an eye on what's real and what you can control. There's still time for some dramatic shakeups as the season unfolds.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Siakam left side. Over Lopez. Siakam misses. On offense, here are the Bucks. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. So once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
And the Bucks are on a tremendous run here. The most consecutive playoff appearances since that streak they had back from 1980 to 91.
And he sinks the second. Greg, and back to the Bucks. The question is, how much longer do you think is their window?
That's just it, Kevin. They've got the players to win now, and that has to be the attitude moving forward. They're built to do it again, just need to push all the right buttons.
Here's Middleton, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Watch out below when Middleton rises up like that. Remarkable at punching it down on him.
The drive by Siakam. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
His first personal foul.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
And he's good on the second. Now Holiday, his numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Middleton outside. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Here's Toronto. Siakam outside. Floats one. Lopez with the block.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt. You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Antetokounmpo finds Allen. Back to Giannis. Shoots a fader. And the shot is long.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Lopez against Siakam. No good. Shot missing. Good D by Lopez. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Van Vliet, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Now here is Holiday. There's the triple. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Trent against Allen. Now here's Trent. Defense is right there. Excellent D there from Allen. And it's Milwaukee's ball. And here's Giannis. Against Washington, he was really on his game. Trying to end the drought. Barnes grabs the miss.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Trent passes to Anunoby. Stolen by Holiday. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Middleton looking it over. Puts it up from 12. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
And, you know, it's never easy trying to win away from home. They were close, but just needed a little more push at the end.
And the Bucks decide to take their first time out here. Both teams deciding to change it up. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Gary Trent.
That was rocking. Thank you to our Northside crew.
There's a minute 47 left in the first. Carter kicks to Portis. Now the pass to Ingles. Just 5 to shoot. Portis can't get it to go.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
Carter, the pass to Ingles. Portis sets the pick for Ingles. Outside Portis. And again, the Bucks miss. Toronto with the good momentum, 8 straight points. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Flynn, and the layup falls.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Timeout called, the Bucks. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Carter with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Looking to end the run. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Now, here's Anunoby. 17 points for him last game against Indiana.
And his scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Antetokounmpo dishes to Holiday. Lopez sets a screen for Middleton. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Trent. Raptors leading by 9. Down low. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Giannis a screen on Van Vliet. Holiday. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Siakam.
You know, in the case of Drew Holiday, having 2 brothers in the league, I think probably is added motivation for him to excel.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
That's good from Holiday.
And now in his 14th NBA season, just 1 All-Star appearance for Drew Holiday, but that belies his greatness as a player.
And Toronto making a change here. Boucher is checked in, and Milwaukee with a change here too. Matthews is checked in. Both free throws good from Drew Holiday. You know, Greg, you can make the case Drew Holiday is the prototypical two-way guard.
And, you know, and defense can sometimes go overlooked. Just 1 All-Star game, but Drew's impact perhaps greater than some other players with multiple All-Star seasons.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Well, of course, Giannis is the Bucks leader, but it's still Coach Bud who calls the shots. Giannis says, as players, we have to accept Coach's plan. You got to trust. That's the only way it's going to work. And sometimes it won't. Sometimes I'm going to execute the game plan, and sometimes I'm not. Not because I don't want to, but it's just not my day. Kevin, that is very, very good perspective.
Agreed. Thanks, David. Pass to Giannis. Lopez outside. The Bucks working the ball around. Lopez sets a screen for Holiday. Offline with his 3. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. Siakam kicks to Van Vliet. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Ken Burch is checked in for Pascal Siakam. George Hill's checked in for Milwaukee.
At the line for 1.
On the free throw, no good. And Fred Van Vliet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin Van Vliet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load, increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
Boucher with a screen on Hill. Matthews with the steal. It's Hill on the wing. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. A shot by Middleton, wide open. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Rhythm and timing so important in the game of hoops. Middleton using both on that pull-up jumper.
Passes it to Boucher. Barnes down low. Defended by Middleton. Here's Van Vliet on the money with the open jumper. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 11 now for the Raptors.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And the picture of consistency, Chris Middleton is like a metronome. Gives you 20 points, over 5 rebounds and assists every year.
And one reason for Middleton's consistency, he plays at his own pace.
And that's a great point, Kevin. And with his size and shooting touch, he doesn't need to blow by his man to score. All about getting to his spots.
And that one falls for Middleton.
Middleton's so highly productive and consistent. A steady contributor night in and night out.
So both teams making some changes here. Middleton hits them both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Bucks trail by 9. Outside Hill. Pass to Portis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Mark, if you take a look at the superstars on this Bucks team, they are extremely selfless.
Yeah, they really are. That's one of their great attributes. They just want to win. The pieces fit well together. Doesn't matter how they do it, who does it. They're all in it to win championships. A total team mindset.
And he knocks down the first one.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Carter in for George Hill. And Portis drains both of them. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Young outside. Back to Flynn. The pass to Banton. Anunoby with it. Just 5 on the clock. Over Ingles. Ingles with the rebound. Dishes to Carter. Ingles passes to Portis. Carter with it. From deep, Ingles. That one, no good. Anunoby kicks to Flynn. 34 seconds left now here in the second. And that one, good. Banton's got his first 2 points of the night.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Allen outside. Back to Carter. The Bucks working the ball around. It's Allen on the wing. Off target from outside. Pass to Flynn. Gets it off. And no good on the last-second attempt this time. And so it's the Toronto Raptors in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Bud, what are you looking to clean up in the second half?
I don't think our offense is really moving the way we wanted to, getting up and down the court in pace. And, we got to make a few more open shots, but I think we can be a lot better offensively.
We've seen that from your team, Coach. I'm sure it'll show up. Thanks. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
In that game against the Knicks, that one will not be easy, but it's winnable. If they play well, man, they can get that W.
Yeah, you're right. They might not need their A game, but at least they'll need their B game.
What about an A- game?
I used to get in trouble for A-minuses.
All right, now it's time to talk about our featured game tonight. Not a great turnout so far for the Milwaukee Bucks.
They couldn't get anything from beyond the arc. Obviously, plenty of bad shots, but they couldn't even hit wide open ones. They need to regroup, I'm telling you, regroup with some kind of rhythm and get on pace.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Fred VanVleet really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Holiday and Allen have guard duties. Middleton, the small forward, with Giannis Antetokounmpo as the power forward. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Inside. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut back down to 8 after they get the basket from Drew Holiday.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look. He is the epitome of a seasoned veteran. Drew Holiday has performed at a high level no matter what uniform he's had on.
Passes it to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Allen. And he banks in the layup.
And about Drew Holiday, he's got that championship mentality.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, he established that with the Bucks, winning the title that late in your career, especially after the career he's had. It's got to feel good. I mean, by far, one of the hardest workers in the game, Drew Holiday.
VanVleet wide open. Drains the three-pointer. VanVleet's got the lead up to 11 now for the Raptors.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Middleton up top. He's guarded by Anunoby. Shot from 12. Middleton can't get it to go. And Siakam has got the ball here for Toronto. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Sinks the triple.
Oh, wow, 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Shots good by Middleton.
Boy, that is a real weapon in Middleton's arsenal. I mean, when you hit a 3 on him, he wants that sweet revenge, and he's coming back at you.
Van Vliet finds Siakam. Takes a step back. Three-pointer. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Siakam's got 7 now in this quarter.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Antetokounmpo.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Pass to Siakam. Trent outside. And a miss there on the triple. Bucks trail by 12. Lopez outside. Middleton outside. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help. You know, when you think about the all-time greats in Milwaukee Bucks history, I mean, 2 names come right to mind at the top of the list. Lou Alcindor, also known now as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak.
The Bucks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Lopez, a screen on Anunoby. Middleton can't get it to go. Raptors leading by 10. Here's Anunoby. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Clark, both Kareem and Giannis Antetokounmpo are greats in their own unique respective right, aren't they?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, forces of nature, both of those guys. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the iconic and unmatched skyhook, which was a lethal weapon. And then Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, you think about his athleticism, his speed, his ball handling skills. At 7 feet tall is something we've not quite seen. Both of those guys had similar impact in their uniqueness and their championship caliber mindsets.
1:27 left to play in the third. Banked in off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 7. And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. Outside Flynn. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Bucks trail by 6. The pass to Carter. Back to Connaughton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Matthews, no good. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Well, let's see how they play the clock.
Carter against Flynn. Pass to Banton. Back to Flynn. They set the pick. The 3. The shot misses. The Bucks go the other way with it. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Pass to Carter. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here's Banton. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Barnes looking around. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Matthews doing a really good job contesting shots, using his quick hands very well there on defense.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We'll get right back to the action when we return. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. You've got Fred VanVleet. It's Boucher out there with Barnes. And it's Banton in at the 2 guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. VanVleet passes to Banton. On the wing, Barnes. 5 to shoot. Boucher with a screen on Holiday. It's tipped, and he recovers it. And so he'll bring it up for Milwaukee. 6-point game. Here's Giannis. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
VanVleet attacking. A beautiful reverse layup. And the Raptors lead by 8.
And wheeling himself to the basket, VanVleet has earned his spot in the NBA. This guy hard to deny.
Now here is Hill. Outside, Antetokounmpo fires the 3. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
Pass to VanVleet. Boucher the screen. VanVleet passes to Boucher. Yep, that one goes. And now it's a 10-point Raptor lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
For 3, Portis. Banton with the rebound. Toronto leading by 10. Now Boucher. The pass to Banton. Now Barnes. Shoots over Connaughton. They get it back. Pass to Boucher. No good on the triple.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Man, it would be kind of cool to be Giannis for just one game. It makes dunking and getting to the rim look so easy.
And the Raptors call time here. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And Grayson Allen subbed in for George Hill. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Thank you, David. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Siakam. The shot from the low post is good. And the Raptors lead by 10.
Well, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
And Holiday kicks to Giannis. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got 6 rebounds in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
The feed to Antetokounmpo. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Good D by Barnes. Siakam with it, now guarded by Middleton. Trent gets the bucket. Trent's got the lead up to 14 now for Toronto.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Looking to get it going, and Barnes sends it back. Van Vliet against Holiday. Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Barnes. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Clock at 4. Siakam, that's good.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Lopez a screen. To halt the run. Rebound by the Raptors. Barnes has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Hey, this was exactly the kind of game Coach wanted to see from them. High effort, great play at both ends, gets the win for the Raptors.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And you always hope to take charge of the season series by winning that first game. This will put them up 1-0. 3 games left still to play this year against the Bucks.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Fred Van Vliet.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
And the first one at the line is good. And with the internet and social media, players Clark have so much more ability to engage with the public and be heard. Is that important?
Kevin, anytime you can empower folks to share their voice, their stories, and be authentic in their own way, I think that's a positive. Player empowerment is something that social media avails, not only to players, but I think to everybody. It doesn't just bring attention to the game, but also causes and commitments players have to their respective communities and issues that are going on in the world. So I think it can be far more good than bad when you think about the platform of social media.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And here's Toronto. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Outside Flynn. Young sets a screen for Van Vliet. The 11-footer, and the shot goes down. And the Raptors lead by 17.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Portis sets the pick for Ingles. And it's Toronto with the rebound. And here is Flynn. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us as we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Fred VanVleet.